music on this show.
I do plenty of happy music on the show, but the background crawls.
Right. So here I get to play my pre-show crawl. Look at that.
Oh, there we go.
There we are. And yes, we are going to have an encore show. Yay! So excited. Look, here I am. What? I'm the 8th character.
Oh, there you are.
There I am. Oh, look, there's me asking people to give me a tip. Woo! Yeah. If you want to give me a tip or also subscribe to this YouTube channel, thank you. I'm at 588. So can we get to 590? I would love that. Oh, yes. Happy birthday, Laura. Tonight's a birthday show. Thanks, Robin. And here's Robin's designs at redbubble.com. So go take a look. They're really funny designs. Yes, we've got a birthday girl in the house tonight. Right. So, and there's my son's album. I'm the proud mom of the bassist. Right. Opala's Eclipse. They play every month now at Pump House Music Works. So, and they played at Parlor on Saturday night. So yes, write in the chat. The chat is, I think, over there for y'all. So yes, please write in the chat. Say hi. Tell us where you're watching from. And say hello and happy birthday to Laura. Tonight is a birthday show. Oh, look at that. I'm doing a show too. Oh, con artist. Yay. So that's going to be February 11th. Come out and see me in New Bedford, Massachusetts. And there's an open mic. So if you want to sing afterwards, you can do that.
It'd be really hard for me to live in Sarasota.
Sarasota, I feel terrible for you. I'm so, how sad, how very sad.
This was cool.
Hi, Dad. It's my dad.
Oh.
Hey there, Dad. Oh, good. Yes. Happy birthday, Lala, from Rachel Crawford. All right. Yes. We've got some loyal friends in the house. Oh, look. It's our stream anniversary show next week.
I can't wait.
Yay.
Can't wait.
That's going to be such fun. I'm so proud of myself for making these crawls. Do you know how much fun it is to make these crawls? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to make these crawls. So, Dan, you're noticing, yes, indeed, it is me. It is my dad. Yes. Hey, Dad, recognize this jacket? You paid for it. So back in the day. Okay. So yes, I'm going to out myself. Class of 88. There I am, class of 88. Dublin High School, Dublin, Ohio. It's now called Dublin Kaufman High School because there are like 3 of them.
I thought they took a sponsor.
Oh, how smart of them. Kind of. So yeah, it's on Kaufman Road. So it's okay. Dublin Kaufman, Dublin Scioto, Dublin Jerome, right, Jeremy Bradstreet. So yeah, and we still have lots of Dublin friends there. But tonight is very, very special. So I guess we can go ahead and start the show. Should we go ahead and start the show?
I'm ready to go whenever you are.
All right, Dan, ready when you are.
Live from Studio One in the Steel Cow building located in the heart of historic Wakefield Village, the home of Johnny Cakes and Brickley's Ice Cream. This is The Eden Show, a Greenhouse Entertainment production. And tonight, Eden and I will be playing some songs, having some fun, and celebrating Eden's bestie for life's birthday. Yes, yay! Folks. We'll also play some Sounds Like a Song, and the fun will never stop. So, without any further ado, here's Eden.
Hi, thank you so much for tuning into The Eden Show. This is episode 72.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you know, once you're in your 70s, you start to forget stuff.
I'm still disoriented by how creepy I look with the mustache.
I mean, you have the mustache on. You look very much like Mr. Hannah Stoffel, my 8th grade history teacher. Oh, Laura's in the green room going, yeah. Now we see it. So, yeah. So thank you for being part of the Eden Show tonight. If we haven't met, I'm Eden Castile. I'm here in Wakefield, Rhode Island, and I'm a piano player, singer, performer. I help people write shows, solo shows, showcases, all of that. And I also do this live stream every week in order to honor musicians and practice my tech skills. Yeah, tech skills. Woohoo. Okay. Oh, yeah. My dad says bad. 70s is young. Yes. True, Dad. Very true. Okay. So, and when I get there, I will say the exact same thing. But tonight is a really special night, because we have a lot of history to cover. We got some major historical things happening tonight. So Dan, today in history, right? In 1975, there was a song by Barry Manilow, right? That was #1 in America.
Absolutely.
All right. And the song was originally a libation, but they had to change it because there was already a song about this same libation.
I know, one-hit wonder.
Right? Okay, yeah. But could you know, if the viewers who are watching, do you know what song was number 1 on this day in 1975? And I got to play a little bit of it, all right? So I think I remember how to play it because I remember learning it by ear.
Wow.
Okay, and now I'm going to do that name that tune thing where I sing everything except the word, okay? Well, you came and you gave without taking, and I need you to stay. Oh. Who knows what that song is? If you know, write in the chat. I know. Laura says, I know. Oh, Ed McGaffick says, oh, Mandy. Yes, Ed McGaffick, you win. My undying gratitude. That's all you win. But yeah, good. And Laura's in the back going, yeah, I know it. Okay, wait your turn, Laura. Okay, next one. 1965. I like that you'd like this one, Dan.
I do like this one.
Okay. So here's a trivia. So something happened on this date in 1965.
Well, on this day in 1965, Paul Simon dropped out of law school.
That is true.
Yes.
That is your trivia today. And was that a good decision or a bad decision?
I would say it worked out to be a very good decision for him. He concentrated full-time on music, and lo and behold, one bad breakup, but the rest of it is pretty good.
And just think, if you'd done that, you could have been Dan Simon.
Yes.
I don't know, but you went to law school.
I did go to law school.
That's a good thing.
20 years later.
Yeah. It says, children of the 70s unite. Totally. Yes.
Oh, wait, I'm a child of the 60s. I was in high school in the 70s, and I got to tell you, what a great time to go to high school. All the best bands came through town.
Agree. I think we did miss out, Laura, just a little bit. Maybe born too late. I don't know, but it's okay.
Did I tell you my Barry Manilow story?
Tell me your Barry Manilow story.
So in the early 70s, Barry Manilow would play the Warwick musical tent when he was on hiatus from working as Bette Midler's dance production guy. And he'd come and give pep talks to kids in high school. And that's how I knew that Mandy was originally Brandy, because he told us that at a rally at Situate Junior Senior High School.
There you go. It was Brandy, but they changed it to Mandy because they already had Brandy. You're a fine girl. Right. Yeah. Okay. So now we know. Okay. One more trivia thing. In 1939, on this date in 1939, Louis Armstrong recorded a song about a body part. 2 body parts. You can go to Google if you want. But I can play a little bit of it, and one person's going to get this.
Isn't it technically one body part?
Technically, a pair.
I love this song.
Okay, so now we have to play a little bit of it. We'll do the same thing. Name that tune if you think you know it. All right, here's the title is this. How'd you get those peepers? How'd you get those eyes? Ideas? Oh, my dad got it.
Of course he did.
Of course. Keepers. Close enough. Jeepers Creepers.
I don't think you typed it right. It happens when you type with one finger.
That's right. Ed got it again. Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers?
Later turned into a Polaroid commercial. Polaroid sunglass commercial.
Commercial. That's right. Probably in the 70s.
Yes, in the 70s.
That's right, Dad. Law school, then looking for the right bar.
Absolutely. I've still been looking for the right bar.
Exactly. So all of that happened on January 18th in different time periods. But today is the best day in history because it is the birthday of Laura Jonas McGaffick out in Colorado. And here she is. Yay!
Hi.
Hi, friend.
Hi, friend. I got to move my microphone. I wish one of these days we'll do this in person.
One of these days we'll do this in person. I think 2023 is our year, girl.
I think
so. You're out in Westminster, Colorado, and it's how much
snowing
did you get today?
Oh, maybe 6 inches, but the rest of the city got about between 8 and 12.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
So you have.
We've had a half.
So the whole city shut down.
Yeah. We've had anything. Unusual for us, but you've been out in Colorado since the 90s at some point?
Yes, since 94, 93, something like that. Yeah. I think I've been here longer. I've lived in Colorado longer than I lived in Ohio.
Yes.
I know.
But I remember you very
But
well.
I'm
when
still
you
an
lived in
Ohio
town.
girl.
You're still an Ohio girl. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm an Ohio girl in a Rhode Island world. And
Yes.
So I wear this jacket, and Your Honor, do you still have your band jacket?
I do. It's hanging in the closet. If
Very
I'd known we were going to wear them, I would have gotten it out. Rebecca wore it once to school for 80s Day.
There you go. Yes.
With
For
all my
fast
medals
becoming
on
relics.
it still. Yeah.
It's cool. So I do also remember, and this is also the birthday of our friend
Missy
Missy
Pickens.
Pickens.
Yes.
We'll call Missy Pickens.
Missy Pickens Ashmore.
Missy Pickens. Which is cruel and unusual, but this is what you do to children in the 80s. And but she is,
That's
happy.
what you do to children.
Yeah,
anytime.
and anytime, right? Yeah. But Melissa Pickens Ashmore, who has the same birthday. So every year in school, we celebrate the two of you.
And I think we were even born at the same hospital. I think we figured that out too. So yeah.
So where in Columbus, do you remember where you were born?
Hang on a sec.
Sure.
Hang on.
Okay. There's somebody here.
My man brought me something.
Oh, bless you. Oh,
Look.
Ed! He had a jacket! Yes!
Hang on, I gotta
feel
put it
so
on.
Dress.
Oh gosh. This
Now
was
that-
like the height of
She
fashion.
even has a wardrober. Look at that.
Look at that.
We need a wardrober.
I got a lawyer.
Oh yeah, that's the
Right.
same.
Okay.
Not the same.
There we go.
There.
Yes.
Okay, bona fides. Bona fides. All right.
Yes,
So,
it's real.
I mean, really, can it get any worse? Yes. Yes, it can.
See
It
all
can
of
get much
these.
worse.
Look at all that.
Look at that. Yeah. Okay.
Look
See,
at
I
you
got my
guys.
double D's.
Solo
yeah.
and ensembles on this state. My Kiwanis one.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. This is fascinating. This is fascinating live stream tech. Okay.
This is like
So we got them on. So
history.
that proves it. Okay. But
So-
tonight, Laura, you asked for some things for your birthday.
I did.
And you said like show tunes and things like that. And so I went on a little odyssey,
Oh dear.
looking for some things. But I found out what song was in the top 10 the week you were born.
Ooh.
Okay. So there's a bunch of stuff that was in there. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head was one of them.
I have heard that one. Yep.
Right. But this one reminded me of you as well. And we
think
wrote
we
some
sang
new
it.
words to it.
Ooh.
So
Of course we did.
of course you
So-
did.
Shocking Blue had a song called Venus.
Oh yes, they did.
And we wrote some new words that are Laura specific.
I love it.
A goddess born in Ohio. We met when we were in 4th grade. The summit of beauty and love. And my friend, she has stayed. She's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. Well, her name's Laura. Lives out west. Laura's the best. She teaches kids to write and read. Fights the power for her girls. Has a cat and dog that own her. And I'm jealous of her curls.
Always.
She's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. Well, her name's Laura. Lives out west. Laura's the best.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Hit that applause button.
Oh yeah, you got.
Yeah,
your,
I don't have one, so
Okay.
you'll have to
You
do
got
it.
your own theme song now.
Yeah.
I got a theme song
Here's your
now.
theme song. You get a theme song. All right.
I will have to play that for one of my students actually that I'm seeing tomorrow who loves singing.
Really?
And she sent me a lovely video today telling me that she loves me and happy birthday and I am the best teacher ever.
Well, the tech people
This
at the
is so
Eden Show will be sending you that as a ringtone for your phone. You can
That's
put that
I
on.
need that. Yes.
We will? Oh, shoot. Okay. We will.
Figure it out.
We'll figure it
You
out.
got people that
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out in time. Okay, so you asked for some show tunes for a
Uh-huh.
birthday present because I didn't know what else to get you. So
I don't
this is
need
what
anything.
Yeah, you don't really need. Yeah, I mean, we're at that age where it's like, yeah, just world peace is plenty.
Ed's bringing
Anything
me a
else?
different headset with a
Oh, okay.
microphone. His
Oh,
fancy
Ed is
work
your
one.
tech guy. Is your
Ed
tech?
is my tech guy.
Yeah, that's right. Your tech garçon is helping you.
Yes.
This is good.
Hang on
All
a
right.
sec.
Okay, that's fine.
So poor Ed's going to have to watch the rebroadcast.
Yeah.
This weekend.
He
was
watches
also-
on the screen downstairs.
He was all set up downstairs with his cold beverage, and
Okay. All right. Well, I have things I can prove for you. How's that? Does that sound better?
work?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Ed Gaffick.
Okay. So I was trying to look for early photos of us. This is what I
Uh-huh.
found.
oh,
Oh my God.
they're all coming out now.
That's
Yeah.
what.
I think senior
oh
year.
my gosh, senior year maybe?
Mhm.
The khaki
Oh my God, you all have
skirts.
instruments.
We all-
Band geeks.
Yeah, we
Band
were
geeks.
nerds.
Totally.
We
So,
were total nerds.
from one side to the other, over there on clarinet with the red belt
that
is Shelley Wagner.
Shelley, yep.
Then me.
Then you, then
Then
me, then
and
Sue.
Susan. And then Missy,
And Missy.
Pickens Ashmore, the other
Yep.
birthday girl, right?
Yeah.
So, yep, this is band. Okay, so I'm just
Why were the
proving
three
it.
in khaki skirts?
We were big on the khaki.
I know, but
We were very big on
was
the
that like
khaki.
just a fashion, or did we have
It
a
was
reason?
big in the mid 80s. Absolutely.
Right.
It was huge. I
Okay.
had several.
Dockers.
But the day we
Yes.
met, the first day we met was the first day of what?
4th grade.
4th grade. Who is the
Mhm.
teacher?
Mrs. Burns.
Mrs. Burns.
Mhm.
And I wore this.
Yes, you did. Look at how cute you were.
Right. I was going for like 4th grade junior
Look at those
executive.
bangs.
I
Look at
think.
those bangs.
I was always growing something out, so I always had barrettes in there.
Yep.
So, but I remember what you wore. You had a blue dress with little
Mhm.
white knee socks that
Knee
went up to your
socks.
knees,
Yeah. And penny loafers
and penny loafers
that
With
I
actual
wore up until I had my first daughter. Like my
Wow.
feet did not grow
because your
since
feet
then.
didn't grow.
And my
What is
feet
your
grew
actual
after
height?
Rebecca.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
5'2" and a
Five,
half.
2 and a
5
half.
inches in that. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I could crush your head. I could crush
5'2" and a half.
5'2" and a half.
Oh, a giant in my family.
But my
She-
license
yeah.
says 5'3". But I'm the giant. No, Rebecca's the giant in the home now because she's
Okay.
5'3" and a half. She's taller than me.
She's taller. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 5'8".
I know.
Yeah, we could never trade clothes.
Nope.
Sadly. And yeah, I remember being impressed. So 4th grade, we were in Mrs. Burns. Then I was in a different school for 5th grade. And then we met up again in Mrs.
Yep.
J. Cox's class.
And then
in
it
6th
was
grade.
like, oh, I've missed you.
besties.
You remember?
And
And, then
you
we had
wore
Mrs.
the same-
Overberg.
Alpha. Oh, Mrs. Overberg. Bless her heart. That was a
Oh,
tough.
but now that I've been a teacher, we were horrible
We
children.
were. And she would like walk out and just go and cry.
And she
in the
probably
hall.
would go cry. And I totally get that now. And Mrs. O's, wherever you are, I am so sorry for any part that I played in that.
Yeah.
I have paid my dues since.
Yeah.
Middle schoolers, they are the worst.
We were the worst.
Oh.
We absolutely were the
We were
worst.
terrible to this woman because we
And
loved our teacher who went on maternity break.
Yes.
And she was like the cool teacher. And we got
Yeah.
the nerdiest sub
Quietest,
who
yeah.
tried to be cool. And she tried too hard and it didn't work. And we were unforgiving.
The best thing about her was that she had a recipe for chocolate cookies that was really
Yes.
good. Mrs. Overberg's chocolate dreams.
Yep.
And I still have that recipe. And that was like how I like to remember her. Because the
She used to
teaching-
make me sit next to Tom P.
Oh, yeah.
because I was the only one who could keep him quiet.
That is your gift. I mean, your
It
gift is
is.
calming people the heck
And
down like me.
Bill F., who asked
Yep.
me every year, because we were in homeroom together every year, how to spell William.
You know, we only have 6 viewers. You can actually use their last names.
Oh, it's okay. So
I
here
don't-
is
Sounds
This
like
Eden will be famous one day, and then we'll get caught out talking about people.
right. Yeah. Oh no, it's already happened to me. So
Yeah, we know what happens when Eden does that.
we don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know the song from Merrily We Roll Along by Stephen Sondheim called Old Friends?
I don't.
I'm going to
Sing
sing
to
it for
me.
you a little bit. Hey, old friend, are you okay? Old friend, what do you say? Old friend, are we or aren't we unique? Time goes by, everything just keeps changing. You and I, we get continued next week. Most friends fade or they don't make the grade. New ones are quickly made, and in a pinch, sure they'll do. But us, old friend, what's to discuss? Old friend, here's to us. Who's like us? Damn few. There, that is for you.
Toasting you with my
Yes.
pear cider.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You are 29 again, just
I
like
am.
me.
I feel 29.
Don't you? Yeah.
Some days.
Some days I feel 29. Some days I feel 99.
Some days I feel much older than that.
Yeah. It just depends. So you're out there in Colorado and you teach kids and you are a wonderful, wonderful teacher.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Go ahead. And you worked in a preschool for a while as a special ed teacher, but you
Did.
specialize in the tough kids. Probably all that training from
Yes.
Bill F. and Tom P. really helped.
Well, I look back on it now and I'm like, that should have been a heads up,
Mm-hmm.
I could get Tom P to get his work done. That's why Mrs. O
Had you
sat
do
me
it.
next to him.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just in the cards. I was going to be a doctor. Remember?
That's right. And I know your mom was studying because she went to school
Mom-
and she got an advanced degree.
Yes.
So I
She's
always
an
remember your mom
engineer.
studying. Yeah.
Yes.
So you were
She-
all
we-
with
the-
science.
Oh yeah, totally. And then life happened and I was like, you know what? This is not where I want to be.
Yeah.
So I eventually found my way into teaching, which it's one of those like you on the
Mhm.
stage.
Mhm.
For me in the classroom or one-on-one with the kiddos, it's like breathing. It just makes sense.
I still talk to you all the time about what should I do about this
We
student or
do.
that student or that thing, and you always have great advice. And so, and you're always willing to listen. You'll just, I'll vent, and you just write back, "I'm sorry." But you're very good at calming people
Well,
down.
we've known each other long enough that,
Mhm.
I know when you're just venting. Oh my gosh. Is that middle
Okay,
school?
so
It
8th grade
is.
yearbook.
Oh, Lord.
Be careful.
There's going to be a picture of me in overalls, I think.
There is.
Short
I won't
hair.
share that, but I'll share this.
Oh, okay. Which one? What I
Den.
wrote?
Yeah, this is April 9th, 1984, because I wrote the date down. Why did I write the date down?
Because
know.
we're nerds. I don't know.
Den. Well, this has been an awesome year, hasn't it? You are the best artist I know. I mean it. Anyhow, I am so glad that you decided to march next year.
It's right. I had to talk you into marching band.
I'll see if I can stay off my crutches next year. Love, La, Crip.
Yep.
Did I call you Crip? We're bad children, and
it was
we should
the
never
80s.
do that. Don't
It was
ever do
okay.
that.
No.
It's a different time.
Den.
Den.
Well, now she's girl
Like
ed.
Eden wasn't short enough. It had to be Den.
Well, she's
La.
ed now.
All right.
Ed and La. It was Joy who called you La. And
Yeah, she
that was
started
such
it.
a nice thing. Yeah, she started it. But here's like Charles Wood, who signed his name Michael Jackson.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
Yep.
He used to dress up like Michael Jackson. He wore the glove and everything. Oh my gosh.
And
Eighth
here's a whole
grade.
bunch of people who wrote 88 is great. 88 is great.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
There are still people writing that.
There are still people writing that. And so, yeah, my son looked through this today and laughed heartily at
Oh,
many
did
of the
he?
pictures.
Did he see that the fashions are coming back?
Yes.
The
Leg
stirrup
warmers.
pants and leg warmers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I'm waiting
thought
for the
we'd-
layered socks.
Yeah, I thought we'd gotten through all of those completely, but apparently not. Okay, so more cute pictures of Laura to send her back through memory lane.
Oh,
Let me
God.
see if I can do these in order. Oh, you're going to die by inches. Okay.
Okay. Oh, geez.
What's that
That's
from,
your
Laura?
wedding. Look at that.
That's
Holy
my first
crap.
wedding.
That's
Oh.
right.
Yeah, that's my first wedding, and there's the
Check out
happy
that
bride. But
hair.
that's okay. So,
Oh,
but
boy.
yes, you were there.
That hair.
Yes, you had such long, pretty hair. That's my sister on the other side. And then here's our other friends' weddings. So,
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Susan.
Look at me looking nice and preppy.
So that I think is in 99
came-
or 2000.
Yeah,
can't remember when.
I know that dress. My mom
Mhm.
made me that dress for
Oh,
a
really?
fundraiser at the private school I was working at. So that was like once I was out here already.
See, Laura's mom is so good at making dresses. She made your wedding dress.
She did. She made my
Right, and she did a
sister-in-law's
beautiful
wedding
job.
dress.
Mm-hmm.
She made my cousin's wife's wedding dress.
Mm-hmm. I just happen to have a picture of that dress.
Oh, yeah, with
The
Emmy.
dog.
Yeah, the dog
That's
was the
Emma.
bridesmaid. That was Emma.
So the dog was a bridesmaid because she picked out Ed to be her papa. She was seriously, she's a rescue.
Mhm.
When I got her, the guy said, "Well, she doesn't really like men." I was like, "Well, I'm single. It's okay. No big
Mhm.
deal." And then I got talked into going to a party at Ed's house to watch the All-Star hockey game. And I wasn't going to bring Emma, but my friend Rachel, if you're still there, Rach,
Mhm.
said, no, you have to bring the dog. Ed doesn't have dogs, but he loves dogs. He loves dogs. He even has dog biscuits at his house. Trust me.
Oh.
So we get there, and she's milling around. I'm talking to people, and I look over, and she has climbed up on the couch next to him, put her head in his lap, and looked at me like, he's mine.
Good judge of character.
Yeah.
And there,
If
and
the
then
dog- my
the
dog
rest
doesn't
is
like
history.
You don't get to stay in our house. It's
That's
that
right.
simple.
That's exactly
All right,
right.
here's one more. This is Laura vetting my current husband.
I remember that trip.
Speaking of vetting people, yes. And I had to have your approval
That's
in order to
right.
marry him. So Ron,
But I
you owe
did
me a
remember
lot.
him.
So it's either the dog or the best friend.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Both.
And here is Laura at my other wedding.
Yes.
Right? I had the same bridesmaids. So
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
change
It
out
didn't
the
change
husband.
much. I just changed a little.
That was a better way. You had pie. It was good.
I did. We had good pie. It was very, very good. So when I think about songs that I associate with you,
Yes.
yeah. So this one was in middle school, where you and I, were in choir in middle school. It was a big, big choir with Mrs. Dodge, and I was starting.
I remember those mimeographed.
Yes, everything was photocopies, right?
Yes.
So she didn't actually make us read music. Now I look at it and I just think that's malpractice. But back then it was so cool. Right?
I do too. Yeah, we didn't have to read music. We already did read music.
We already did read music. And so she would just pass down, everybody would pass down all these photocopies that you could smell.
Oh, I loved writing
mimeographs.
The purple mimeograph. So good. And then we would just sing song after song and then pass them back in until we were done with the hour. Right. But she loved pop music.
Oh, cool.
So we learned more pop music in our choir than probably anybody in the 70s or 80s ever did.
Oh, definitely. Right?
Yeah.
Definitely. Like I have songs that I know the words to that I'm like, I don't know why I know this, but it's got to be choir.
Yeah. Yeah, it was her. So I remember playing this one because this was Mrs. Dodge programmed it. And then when she would get sick or be absent or whatever, because she had a baby one year that we were there.
I think she did, yeah.
They would hire all these subs to fill in for her. And inevitably the subs could never play piano, right? It was just a warm body, right? So the subs would cast around. Can anybody here play piano?
Eden.
Eden can.
But what was great is that I got to play piano and I got out of my next period class where I usually hadn't done the homework, English, I think Mrs. Thomas. So I would always, So, I'm sorry, Mrs. Thomas, I can't come to class today because I'm filling in for Mrs. Dodge. So it buy me 24 hours to get my homework done because I didn't get my homework
copy
done.
mine.
Exactly. So this is from Godspell. And we did it in parts, but tonight, because of the distance, we're only going to do it all the way through once. But I will point when I want people to sing it.
Okay. I'm watching.
When you feel sad or under a curse, your life is bad, your prospects are worse.
Your wife is crying, sighing, and your olive tree is dying.
Tempers are graying and teeth are decaying. Credit is weighing your purse.
Your mood and your robe are both a deep blue. You'd bet that Job had nothing on you. I never knew that. Everybody, don't forget that when you go to heaven, you'll be blessed. Yes, it's all for the best. Now I'll go. Some men are born to live at ease, doing what they please, richer than the bees are in honey. Never growing old, never totally old, filling gold, fill the crosswalk with the air. Best in every town, best chick down, best make mountains of money. They can't take it with them, but what do they care? They get the center of the V. I remember it. Christians on the street, houses on the street where it's sunny. Yes.
Winter's warm and free. All of this and we get the rest.
Yes.
But who is the land for, the sun and the sand for? You guess it's all for the best.
You must never be distressed.
Yes,
it's all for the. All your arms will be redressed. Yes,
it's all for the best.
Someone's got to be oppressed. Yes,
it's all for the best.
That's the song I remember singing with you, like even on the bus to go for.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Sit there and we would each have one headphone in on my Walkman, and we would sing along and harmonize.
The split Walkman.
The split Walkman.
It's funny. I was just telling Rebecca about our band bus and how the guys figured out like 4 or 5 part harmony for all of the Ohio State songs.
Yep.
And remember Dean and Carl?
Yes.
Those
and
two.
They knew how to do Carmen,
and how
Ohio and
oh yeah. And they sang it in
Yes.
part, and we would just like make up chords.
Yes.
Because we were that nerdy.
Do high schoolers have that much fun now? I don't know.
I don't think so.
You know?
I don't know.
So my dad's asking.
Didn't have a
It's
band
gospel.
bus.
It's actually from a musical dad called Godspell.
Godspell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
that's what he got. He's not always the best typer, but
he's probably right. Yeah,
it's been around.
But he loves gospel too, so it kind of works all really well. But I just remember that song in particular. We would go as fast as we could.
Yep.
And sing through it. So I associate you with growing up and with music and so much fun. But we have another one for you that actually my dad knows this one, and he's going to say, "Oh, Eden, I know this one. I know you know it, Dad." So, do you remember, Laura, that we made mixtapes?
Oh, yes, I still have some that I've made my children listen to.
Right.
And they're highly inappropriate nowadays.
Yes, they were highly inappropriate. So
really? Do tell.
Oh, yeah.
It was
There's
so much
one
easier.
called Everybody Run. The cheerleaders got a blank.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, Julie Brown.
Yeah, I played that for my kids. They know the words.
Golden age.
Which is weird being in Colorado.
I Like 'Em Big and Stupid.
I Like 'Em Big and Stupid.
Yes.
Trapped in the Body of a White Girl.
Yep.
Yeah, she was a comedian, but now some of it is actually really way too close to like Columbine. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You just can't do it.
Yeah, it's not appropriate.
But I do remember that I made a mixtape for you. So when we were going off to college, you went to Bowling Green.
Yep.
I went to Cincinnati. And of our friend group, I was the last one to go by like weeks.
Yeah,
all of you went
started
in
a lot.
August.
We were you didn't go till like September.
Yeah. And so every week we would all go to whoever's house of the person who was leaving. We would all like gather one night and say goodbye. Just really sad little ritual.
It was really kind of, it was fun.
It was fun. And so then when it was my time to go, no one was
Nobody
there.
could be there. Yeah.
And then there were none.
Eden's all by herself.
Yeah. But I remember making a mixtape for each of you to say goodbye. And I know this was on it because I just thought, oh, this is hilarious, right?
Oh,
just
wait.
hilarious. So I'll see if I can find it, make sure I have all the parts. And Dan's going to help me with this one, right?
Okay.
As long as I know which one it is.
This one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I love this song.
All right. Yeah. And Dad, I'm going to do it wrong. So my dad's watching and he knows it really well because I probably got the music from him, probably on a 45 or something like that.
Ooh.
But I mean, the care we took with our mixtapes.
We did. Yeah.
You know, put them in the cassette. You have to play the song and record it in the cassette.
Yep.
You got to splice.
And you got to give it a little lead time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially if you didn't have the record. You had to wait for it to come on the radio.
That's right.
Well, that too. And put your thing right next to the speaker. Yeah.
People don't even know how much time we spent listening to WNCI.
Digital on demand stuff. They just
and the care, you know, if you made someone a mixtape, you really cared about them.
Yeah. So on Avenue Q, there's a song about I made you a mixtape, right? And they totally got it. I approve of that song. So this one I put on your mixtape. Let's see. What is it here? Laura and Tommy were lovers.
Yes.
He wanted to give her everything. Flowers, presents, and most of all, a wedding ring. He saw a sign for a stock car race, $1,000 prize it read. He couldn't get Laura on the phone, so to her mother, Tommy said, "Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura I need her. Tell Laura I may be late. I've something to do that cannot wait." Laura, you've heard this song your whole life, right?
I did, yeah.
Yes. Oh, good. Yeah, my dad is going insane right now. Yeah.
I think your dad was probably the first one to sing it to me, though.
He probably was. Yeah. And he still sings this in his act. I know he does.
That's
he
good.
He drove his car to the racing grounds. He was the youngest driver there. The crowd roared as they started the race. Around the track, they drove at a deadly pace. No one knows what happened that day or how his car overturned in flames. Oh, God, but as they pulled him from the twisted wreck, with his dying breaths, they heard him say, "Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura I need her. Tell Laura not to cry. My love for her will never die." My dad's going insane right now. Yes, happy birthday, Laura. Oh, good.
He has to think of me every time.
That's awesome. Yeah, but it is. Tell Laura. Tell her not to cry. She won't cry.
I won't cry. But you know, every Laura song that I've ever encountered, tell me if I'm wrong,
There are
is
a lot
always
of them.
tragic.
They are. They're tragic or they're
all
mysterious.
Tragic or mysterious.
Okay.
Yeah. There's never like happy Laura, sunshine, blah, blah, blah.
You're right.
Something about the name.
I'm from General Hospital.
Yeah.
That was not
See?
Laura.
Yeah, that was
Days gone by. I
Yep.
know she wanted that way. That was Christopher Cross, right?
Yep.
And now we can't even talk about that character. But this is the other one I put on your mixtape because I love it so much. Speaking of, okay, songs that are mysterious and beautiful.
Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah.
Laura is the face in the misty light.
See, I always hear you singing this.
I love this song. Footsteps that you hear down the hall. The laugh that floats on a summer night that you can never quite recall. And you see Laura on a train that is passing through. Those eyes, how familiar they seem. She gave her very first kiss to you. That was Laura, but she's only a dream.
I'm always ethereal, I guess.
You are. You are. I'm not even sure we're actually doing this. We could be in the Matrix somewhere. I don't know.
We could be.
We could be. Now, my dad is saying, please finish the song right now. Okay. All right, Dad. I'll finish the song for you. Okay. So now in the chapel where Laura prays for her poor Tommy who passed away. It was just for Laura he lived and died. Alone in the chapel, she can hear him cry. Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura I need her. Tell Laura not to cry. My love for her will never die. Now we know what happened.
Aw. Yeah,
But it's
she's
true.
tragically in the church, hearing
Yes.
ghosts.
Yeah. So
That
yeah.
theme repeats itself again. Remember Teen Angel? Right back
Yes.
into the
Uh-huh.
character
Yeah,
Teen
it's
Angel.
also on my
Theme.
dad's set list.
It's
It's
a-
Teen Angel.
It's a theme.
Loves those
Yeah.
sad songs.
Hey, Ann, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Yes. All right. Never. Nope. Eternally here. So, yes, I was thinking about lots of Laura songs, right? There's a Billy Joel one. There's
Mhm.
a couple of French ones that are really good. And you know them all.
I do.
You know, there
Because
aren't any many
you've probably
Eden
given
songs.
them all to me. There
Yeah.
aren't many Eden songs. But
No.
you do, grace the covers of many Harlequin romances.
I
That's
do.
correct.
Most of my name things show up in romance novels.
Yep.
It is
And
true.
everybody has a room named after you, apparently.
Eden Room.
The Den.
The Den.
And
That is terrible. That's a
Oh.
really good joke. That's
That
terrible.
joke-
That's
that's
really
why
that
she
good.
joke.
became
Yeah.
Ed.
Jack's here. How did Jack get in here?
I thought we kicked him
I
out.
thought we kicked
Jack.
him out. Okay, yeah, Dan's allergic.
knew it was
and
me.
So before I do this show, I usually turn on my allergy thing so that way Dan can survive this hour in
But,
here.
Yes.
but it creates a hum which lets you get rid of.
Yeah.
And-
So, but he's still
But
there.
Jack couldn't let your birthday go by without.
Exactly.
He
Jack
loves
really
me.
wanted to be here.
I talked to him earlier today.
Oh, you
he's
did?
darling. Yes.
Yes, Mr. Jack. That's right. He's just sitting there. He's just like, hey,
Hey,
what's going
Laura's
on?
here.
He's
Okay.
like, I know this Jack.
Okay, so let's play true and false with Laura.
Okay, you ready?
Oh.
Okay. All right. So give me a true or false. One
So
of these
who's
here.
going to answer them? You or her?
Have Laura answer them.
All
Okay.
right.
I know
Are they
she
about
Was
me?
she born in Columbus, Ohio?
True.
Laura. Yeah, true.
That's true.
True.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Was her dad in the Air Force and her mom a scientist?
Yes, that is also true. My mom's
How
a
did they
mechanical
meet?
engineer.
Yeah. How did how'd your parents meet?
My mom was best friends with my dad's little sister.
Oh, really?
Always my
the
Aunt Bonnie.
case. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Went for the big
That's how
brother.
they met.
Yeah.
And they met at Bishop Waterston High School, right?
They went to Bishop Waterston High School. Yes.
Okay.
Which apparently
Now, if
now is a very
anybody's been
fancy Nancy
listening-
school.
Uh-huh.
If everyone's listening, when did Eden and Laura first meet? We
Yeah.
went over this in the beginning of the show.
Who's been paying attention?
I had the picture. There's the picture.
You're so cute.
I was cute.
Mrs.
You
Burns'
were.
class.
Mrs. Burns' class.
Mrs.
First
Burns'
day of
class.
fourth grade.
An electric light. Yeah, fourth grade. Okay.
Yep.
So Laura,
Yes.
here's another one. True or false? Were you with me during a non-arson event at my house
Yes.
in January of 1984?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
We
So
were
what happened
together.
at this arson event at my house?
No,
So
non-arson.
non-arson. It was a conflagration, shall we
It was
say?
It was an
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah.
It was an
It
accident.
was an accident.
So you were doing what your mom said to do. You just did it in the wrong way.
This is true.
She
This is
said,
true.
"Clean the ashes out of the wood stove, Eden."
This is true. And my dad remembers this day very well, I am sure. So Laura was with
And
me.
you did.
Mhm.
And me being an experienced camper, I should have known to check what you were doing. That the ashes were, cold. They were not. You put them in the plastic trash can outside the door. Outside the door in the
Yep.
garage, the carport.
Garage, in the open garage.
And then we were playing, I don't know, we were doing something with your sister, looking at 17 magazine or something.
Yep.
And I noticed there was smoke rolling in at the top of the ceiling
Mhm.
because your house was open and there were very few rooms that the walls went all the way to the ceiling.
Mhm.
And I said, Eden, I think that's smoke. And then you went, ah!
Yeah.
Oh my God, as you do.
Mhm.
And then I said, we should get out of here. So it was January and snowy, and we ran across. We probably put shoes on, but probably not coats because we were 14 and dumb. And we ran to Mrs. Vogel's house
Mrs. Vogel's house. Mhm. Yes, Dad.
and told her that the house was on fire.
Yes.
And then we waited there. And then the only other the other parts is I know from hearing stories was your mom followed the fire truck home.
Yep, she
Thinking,
did.
oh, how interesting. There's a fire truck going down the
Yep.
street. Oh, it's turning down my street. Oh, it's turning into my driveway.
Yep.
And then your dad saying the best thing you can ever say to a kid,
He did.
which is, Eden, you might do dumb stuff, but we still love you.
Best line of the story.
Best
Isn't
line of the
that
story.
the best line of the story?
He did. So
But
yeah,
yes,
I didn't know.
I was with Eden when she set fire to her house.
She was with me when I set fire to my house. And yeah, my dad says I hate 4-letter words. Fire. It was something. So yeah, we were home from school because it was Martin Luther King Day Junior weekend, and we had just finished exams or something, so we had the day off. And so I was taking all those papers out of my loose leaf binder that I didn't need, and I threw them in a trash can. And then we thought we'd clean up the house for Mom, who was at work. And so we took all those ashes out of the wood burning stove and put them into the plastic trash can loaded with dry paper. And we thought nothing would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for remembering the only good part. Yes. So it took them like several hours to finally catch fire. And then we noticed the smoke along the ceiling. And then we went outside because we knew to get out of the house. And we saw the entire garage in flames.
Yep.
So we took off to the neighbor's house, and they called the fire department, and they came pretty quickly. And there was smoke damage in the whole house. They had to chip through a wall. We lost everything that was in the garage, including a tractor that I don't think my dad even liked. So that was okay.
The mini cub or something.
He got insurance. He got something else, but I didn't know I had done it. I had no idea how it had happened. So I'm sitting there at Mrs. Vogel's house, and Dad came over, and he said, the fire marshal says that somebody put something in the trash can. Do you remember doing anything like that? And then it hit me. And I was ready to fall into the ground. I was so
I remember that.
Upset. And he just, put his hand on my shoulder, and he said, well, Eden, you do dumb things sometimes, but we still love you.
Yeah.
And
that line has come in handy.
Yeah.
In the last 40 some years that we've known each other.
Yeah. I haven't caused any other fire since then.
No,
That was my
you
first
have
and last. I'm much better for fire safety. But it was that sense of being forgiven, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that people do dumb things. So yes.
And it's okay.
Yep. And I'm glad that you were there that day. Again, you calmed me down at the worst moments of my life. You're really good.
I've always been your stable pony.
She has.
That's my job.
It's that Capricorn energy against that Leo energy thing.
Yeah. That earth. You needed that earth sign.
Oh, you did? Okay, you're back. Okay, good. So that was our big fire story. But yes, truly it did happen. And now you know. And
do you remember?
And now you know the rest
she's singing.
of the
What
story.
else? What else, Laura?
Do you remember?
Oh, God.
The mimosas?
The whole point of mimosas is that you don't remember. That's the
Do
point
you
of
remember?
mimosas. Champagne and orange juice for breakfast.
Okay.
You're not supposed to remember
Now,
anything.
Eden and I were very good girls. This was
Yes, we're
what,
very good girls.
7th grade, maybe 8th
Yeah.
grade? We were young.
Yeah.
We had no idea what mimosas were. We really were naive little girls. And her parents had some sort of a brunch the day before and said, we could help ourselves to whatever is in the fridge. Well, we found this orange juice and we drank a whole pitcher of it. My mom remembers the story because she says, Risa called me and she said, I'm so glad it's your daughter. I'm afraid the girls have gotten themselves schnockered on mimosas. So I'm just going to let them sleep it off. We had no idea. Ron, Mr. Castile, you know about this. Papa Ron, you do.
Well, my parents actually bought me my first legal drink before I was legal because they knew I didn't know how to handle alcohol. So they did. And I was really thirsty. And so I sucked that thing down. And then they looked over like, oh no, what have we done? So yeah, me, booze, not a great thing.
I grew up in the 70s and the late 60s. They gave kids alcohol all the time. They wanted you to learn how to drink before you went out and got drunk with your friends. Or you could
go out.
It's important.
Oh, and the other thing was when you were sick, they'd mix honey, whiskey, and lemon juice together.
All the good
stuff. That knocks any kid right on their butt.
Oh, yeah.
My husband, Ron, makes that now. He calls it Eden's knockout juice. And Dad said, I did. Yes, Dad, you did. I was singing and you knew that I had a touchy relationship with alcohol because I was really worried about losing control. So they took me out after I'd rehearsed with the orchestra. It was kind of a celebratory dinner. And I think
the ball.
Yeah, it was like a grasshopper.
Because I think I was there.
Yeah.
I think they bought it for both of us.
And I ordered a daiquiri. So I thought that sounded high class.
Daiquiri. Yeah.
So I thought it was a virgin daiquiri, but they put alcohol in it. And then I sucked that thing down because I was thirsty from singing. And then they kind of looked at each other like, what have we done to our daughter? It was fine. Oh, your husband says you're still a lightweight.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm a cheap date.
Me too. Yeah, he's a cheap date.
There was a time in my life I wasn't, but I am now.
You are now. Well, here's something else so I was at your wedding. And to Mr. Ed over here, there's proof.
Oh, there we are. Look at us.
You got married in Breckenridge, right?
Yep.
And your anniversary is coming up, right?
It is. It's next week, 26th.
Ooh, good. Somebody who wants to say happy anniversary to you is your beloved husband. This is what he says about you.
Aww.
She's down to earth, full of love, the yin to my yang, and being a sped teacher, she understands me. I'm her special ed.
At least he knows his place.
He does.
He is my special ed.
He is such
And if I'm your stable pony, he's mine.
Yes.
He is mine.
Ed is such a great guy. Oh yeah, my father is saying he said all the addiction I knew about was to Hearts of Space. It's true. It's a radio show that I love. I still love it. It's a great show.
Is it still out?
So back to the music. I want to give you some music. So there was another song I associated with you all the time. Yeah, if you know it, you can sing along at home. I thought it was by Spin Doctors, but it's by Bare Naked Ladies. Oh. Right? And you said that you got to see them like before they were famous.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And when I was in college, when we would drive across the border to Windsor, Ontario, because we could drink.
Mm-hmm. I remember you. That was so cool.
And, yeah, it was awesome. And we would go to these dive bars, and this band called the Bare Naked Ladies was always playing at this one that was next door to the strip club. And we always thought it was funny.
Kind of works well,
right? It works well. And so, when I heard them on the radio years later, I was like, I know this song. Why do I know this song? And then I heard who it was, and it just all came back.
All right, here we go.
So I've listened to them for ages.
If I had $1 million.
If I had $1 million.
Well, I'd buy you a house.
I would buy you a house.
And if I had $1 million.
If I had $1 million.
I'd buy you furniture for your house.
Maybe a nice Chesterfield or an ottoman.
And if I had $1 million.
If I had $1 million.
Well, I'd buy you a K car.
A nice, reliant automobile.
And if I had $1 million,
I'd buy your love. Bring it home. If I had $1 million, I'd build a tree fort in your yard. If I had $1 million, you could help it wouldn't be that hard. If I had $1 million, maybe we could
put a little tiny fridge in there somewhere, and you could just go up there and hang out. And,
Yeah.
Open the fridge and stuff.
Yeah, there would already be food laid out for us.
Like those little pre-wrapped sausages.
Yeah, those would be good. Or maybe some mimosas if we're lucky.
Yes.
Well, what was it? Well, you can't.
If
well,
I had $1 million,
if I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a fur coat, but not a real fur coat. That's cruel. Not when you have these. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you an exotic pet.
Yep, like a llama or an emu.
Well, I want Nemo.
If I had
$1 million.
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you John Merrick's remains.
ooh, them crazy elephant bones.
And if I had $1 million,
I'd buy your love. She knows it by heart. Because if I had $1 million, we wouldn't have to walk to the store. If I had $1 million, we'd take the limousine because it costs more. If I had $1 million, we wouldn't have to eat craft dinner. But we would eat craft dinner. There, of course we would.
We just eat
Fancy exotic ketchups.
And exotic ketchups with it. Yes. So yeah, I remember talking about investing with you even. Like
Oh, yeah.
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 We talk about everything. We talk about boys. We talk about money. We talk about children.
Children.
Girls.
And, you know, we've grown up together.
Yeah, we really,
We really
have. Yes. And yeah, Hearts of Space. It's a great radio program. I will feature a whole thing on Hearts of Space at some point.
You have
But
to.
yeah, You have
to
kept
do
up with
Hearts
all
of
of my
Space.
weird addictions, Lord. And now is
But
the time. We're going to do shameless plugs for
shameless
2
plugs.
seconds.
Oh, yes.
Yep. So I'm going to put you in the green room. We'll do shameless plugs and we'll be right back. Okay. She gets to take a break for 2 seconds.
Good. All right.
All right. So now I got to pull up the link. Shameless plugs. If I am in it, I want you to see it.
Shameless plugs.
All right.
All right.
Who are these bought by? Do you need the thing, like the sponsor thing, all that crap?
Shameless Plugs is brought to you by Polar Seltzer.
Now, why on earth would we talk about Polar Seltzer?
I don't know, because they sponsor the Paw Sox. And,
Right.
They're not the Paw Sox
That's
anymore.
right. They don't
The Woe
sponsor me.
Sox in Worcester.
No, I just like Polar Seltzer.
We all like Polar
So
Seltzer.
who doesn't like Polar Seltzer?
It's local. It's
Yeah.
made only a half hour away from here.
Right. Hashtag
In
Polar
Worcester, Mass.
Seltzer.
Polar.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go. So yeah, it's brought to you by Polar Seltzer and by Eden Castile Music Studio.
Of course, always. So if you want your dreams to come true, just look up EdenCastile.com. She will help you. She will coach you. She will bring out the best in you. Eden Castile.
That's right. Why? You could have, bubbly, drinkable, cheap, or you could have bubbly, expensive and get something done. I mean, really.
It's really not that expensive
It's
when
not
you
that-
think about what you get to, folks. Let me tell you.
Oh my God,
It's
right.
a bargain.
It's a bargain. So anyway, here
Especially
are
when
the
you're paying $6 for a dozen eggs. Come on. It's nothing.
It's nothing. So these are the shameless plugs
I
for
love
today.
it.
I know I'm getting more colorful. I'm having fun with this, right? Thank you, Pick Monkey, for making this possible. So happening on Shameless Plugs this week. Gordon Michaels is at Club Cafe tomorrow night. Keith Munslow, our friend, has the single out now called Knock It
Yes.
Down. It came out yesterday. It's really a banger. It's so much fun. Legally Blonde at South Kingstown High School is February 9th through 12th. I got several clients who are in it. Oh my God, you guys. And over here at Con Artist, I'm doing that at New Bedford at Gallery X. On February 11th, you can get tickets at EdenCastile.com. CTC Wakefield Idol. I went there. They have this extremely deadly drink, speaking of booze, called the karaoke.
Ooh.
It's excellent. It's deadly.
It gets anybody up to sing.
It can. It absolutely can. So last week I was there. I saw several of my clients and alumni do a really great job. It's always a really fun time. Go see Wakefield Idol. It's every Thursday night in downtown Wakefield until end of March. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And last but not least, the best news, that 70s Showcase is going to have an encore performance at the Contemporary Theater Company on March 19th.
Oh, we get a real stage.
We get a real stage.
Oh, boy.
And so down here are all the cast members, right?
I love it. Oh, pictures from the show.
Yep, there's you.
Oh, yeah,
there's
there's
Stash.
me.
There's Joe, who played the hot mom.
Mama.
There's Terry, who played
the ungodly sleazy
manager. There's Eliza, who played the ghostwriter. There's Christy, who played the Broadway baby. There's Sabrina, the dark lady. And over there's Joey Fortune, the star. The star. So those are the shameless plugs for this week, but I have a few more shout outs.
Yes, let's go.
Shout out to Poppy Champlin. Poppy, congratulations. I think this is her. There she is. Poppy is going to be the third woman inducted into the Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame. This is long overdue.
It's about time.
It's about time.
It's about time.
Congratulations, Poppy.
She was our guest back in the wee years, wasn't she?
She was our guest. Remember, she talked with Jack and they made cat sounds together. She was fantastic. So, Poppy, we're really happy for you. Also, shout out to the Chicago Cabaret Professionals. I don't have that graphic up, but they have this really cool video series. They're just killing it out there in Chicago. I'm so glad that I got to do con artist out there and meet all of those wonderful singers. Yes. So, congratulations to them on doing Cabaret Beat, which is a weekly series they have with all of their singers. Oh. So, it also gives me a whole bunch of guests I can invite on the Eden Show. So, thanks for that.
Yes.
Appreciate that so much.
We love our Chicago people.
Yeah, and shout out to those people who were in the first round of Wakefield Idol. That's Joey, Alistair, Amy. So I'm very happy for you. And then again, happy anniversary to Laura and Ed this week. So that's it. Shameless plugs and shout outs. Yeah. There you go. And now back to the show.
Yes.
Okay. And press what? Your sweet lips a little close to the phone. Remember that one? I don't remember that one, Dad, but man. Yeah, and a segue. Yeah, I'll try to do it. Press your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Dad, who did that song? Because I don't remember that one, but I shouldn't I? So I learned all of my pop songs from my dad's fake books. I'm putting Laura back in here. Do you remember fake books?
I remember your fake books at your house. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were huge, like this thick.
Yeah.
And
so my dad played piano in bars, right? And back then you couldn't get these nice, big copies of music. Very reliable. They had a bunch of different songs in them, and we didn't have ultimate guitar tabs or music notes or anything like that.
It had all the chords though.
Yeah,
and he would pull them out, and we would have sing-alongs.
That's right.
At the grand piano.
Yep,
we did.
Oh, yeah. Good night, Dad. Okay.
Good night, Papa Ron.
So he did. He had all these books that he used when he played in bars, and he did sing-alongs and everything. And that's where I learned a lot of the music that I knew. Between Mrs. Dodge and him, I got a very good musical education. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and piano teachers and voice teachers, too. That also helped. So now
it starts at home.
Legal, or do you have to buy them under the counter in a brown paper
Literally
bag?
Under the counter.
They were, yeah.
Yeah. So he guarded them carefully, as I remember. And but now you can get them easily, but it was a big deal to be able to get that. I'll pretend that we're together all the time. Yes, that's right. So now we're at the part where we make up songs. So I'm looking over in the chat, my friends, and I'm going to pull a few things in the chat and we make up songs, Laura. So Laura, what style of music should I play under this? I will put my fingers in my ears. Give me a style of music.
I think a lyrical style. Like a
lyrical style?
Power ballad.
A power ballad. When I sing, she doesn't like it. When I sing, she dissolves in tears. So when I sing, I will pretend. I put my fingers in my ears. That won't help with my bad singing, but it might buy me a few years until I take some singing lessons. I'll just put my fingers in my ears. There's your song. Woo-hoo.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So
you could turn that into a commercial for yourself.
I couldn't I? Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. I'm going back to the back one. Is that gospel? Okay. My dad comes up with great lines.
He does.
Okay. What style should this be in?
What, gospel?
Gospel,
Okay.
of course.
I sang a song about love. I sang a song about love. Is that gospel, you said? No, it's about love. What makes a gospel song a gospel song? Is it about the subject matter? Is it the beat? A gospel song has a unique chord structure. A gospel song makes you tap your feet.
Sway.
Is a gospel if you don't mention God. It might be a kind of gospel that's a little odd. But if you've got some love and you've got a beat, you might just have a gospel in your feet. There.
Beautiful.
Not bad.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Not bad. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Girls, hit your hallelujah. Woo! Okay.
Woo.
Oh,
Right. Okay. More messages. All right. I'll pretend. Happy birthday. Okay. I can-
Oh, we're gonna sing
all
happy
right.
birthday.
We're going to sing a real song
Oh,
for
yeah.
Laura. Here we go.
Oh, I
Happy
can pronounce you.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Thank you. That was
Very
beautiful. Dan, you need to wear that hat.
Isn't that
Constantly.
great
I
little
think
hat?
I wear it quite well, actually.
You do.
Yeah.
It looks good on you.
It's so cute. It goes with the
It's
stuff.
cute. Yeah.
It totally does. I
Yeah.
like this.
Just for you.
Just for you. So I have
Well,
one.
actually, you and Carrie Grant, because we didn't talk about other
I was saying
notables
Carrie
that
Grant's birthday is
That's
today,
true.
too.
I had a Cary Grant song. We're going to run out of time, unfortunately.
Oh.
A-
From
A-
a Fair to
Milne.
Remember.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ed's going, oh, look at Ed. He gave emojis.
Oh, he loves
Bless
me.
your heart. You're such a
I'm
good
so
husband.
lucky. He's a good guy.
So, but there is one more song that I thought about for you. So I actually have two more, but I'm going to just limit it to one. And this one, I'm going to need your help, Dan, on turning my pages because it's like 8 freaking pages.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
You can handle that, right?
Yeah.
So, and at the time we have left, since it's already my bedtime here, it's not your bedtime out there in Colorado, right?
No.
So, but out there in Colorado, did you have a good day? Did you get some cake? Did anybody?
Did.
Good.
I haven't had cake yet,
Okay.
but it's been, it's a snow day. So I was inside watching TV all day and I did the dishes. That's about all the work I did.
This is good.
Yeah.
Did someone
so
go
I'll
out and
talk to
shovel for you?
Yeah, Ed did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, the good guy.
The guy who's getting cake right now, probably.
Right,
The guy
right,
who's got me cake. Yes.
Right. I won't give you any candles because we know how I do with fire.
Yeah,
So
no.
this is okay.
No. Remember we
This is
got kicked out of Chi-Chi's that one time.
That's right. We did. I don't think I did with Laura. It's good. We're
And
really
we were
very
good girls. We were very good girls.
We were very good girls. And so when we went rogue, it was really
It was-
noticeable. And we usually
Oh,
got in
yeah.
trouble instantly. And
we always got
you know,
caught because we didn't know how to not get caught. So.
Exactly. So yeah. We're just not really very, rebel-y. Look, I mean,
No.
we saved our band jackets for crying out loud. I mean, come on. So, and it's warm. It's warm here.
I'm
I'll tell
trying to
you.
remember who has mine.
You gave yours away? Did you have a class
sure
ring
some
too?
girlfriend took it and never gave it back to me.
Oh, cry. I love having my jacket. I mean, really, I've worn it more in the past 2 or 3 years than I've worn it since high school. But it's just this relic now. It's back in fashion.
It is. It's antique. We have Ed's from high school too. His was that shiny satin that they did.
Ed,
in New
you
York
lucky
State.
guy.
No, mine was
shiny
like this. It
satin.
was blue and white. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and we always got it really big because
Yeah,
you had
you have to wear it over the
your
uniform.
uniform, your marching uniform.
Yep.
Not your school uniform, your marching
No.
uniform. Right? I showed you that. I showed the picture of Laura in her uniform, didn't I?
Oh, that
Already?
picture.
That terrible
cracked
picture?
me up.
Where is that terrible
My
picture?
children love that picture. Mom, you're so short.
Oh, I don't have that. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's you.
Oh,
There's
no, you didn't show
me.
that one
Yeah,
yet.
that
Oh,
was our
my.
marching band uniforms.
That's
why you had
before
to
I
have a
got my
big jacket
braces
to go on
off.
top of that. Yeah,
You're not
Andy's.
short. They're just giants, Laura.
They were giants.
They were giants.
Carl's over 6 feet tall, as far as I
Carl
remember.
is really
Yeah.
tall. So, yeah, and we're still friends with all these people, Andy
Yep.
and Susan and Carl. And there's choir.
Oh
So-
God, the tuxedos. Yes.
The tuxedos. You're in the front row, and I'm
There I
near the back
am.
row.
You're in the back.
So, yeah.
There you are.
We did a lot of stuff together. We really did.
We did.
And I'm so honored that I get to spend this time with you. So,
Well,
and get
we're
to
pretty
honor
lucky.
you. Yeah,
I
because you're my
feel
bestie.
honored.
So when I think of it, I call you Laura, but I also call you La. And my land is filled with La today. It's kind of like La La Land.
Oh.
L.A. Laura.
L.A. Laura. So you're going to get a song from La La Land.
From La La Land.
Because you are the La La Land. You are the land of the La La.
Aww.
Barefoot, she smiled, leapt without looking, and tumbled into the Seine. The water was freezing. She spent a month sneezing, but said she would do it again. That could be you or me.
It could be either one of us, yeah.
Here's to the ones who dream, foolish as they may seem. Here's to the hearts that ache. Here's to the mess we make. She captured a feeling, sky with no ceiling, the sunset inside a frame. She lived in her liquor, and died with a flicker. No. I'll always remember the flame. Here's to the ones who dream, foolish as they may seem. Here's to the hearts that ache. Here's to the mess we make. She told me a bit of madness is key, to give us new colors to see. Who knows where it will lead us? And that's why they need us. Why I need you. So bring on the rebels, the ripples from pebbles, the painters and poets and plays. And here's to the fools who dream, crazy as they may seem. Here's to the hearts that break. Here's to the mess we make. I trace it all back to then. Her and the snow and the Seine. Smiling through it, she said she'd do it again.
Aww, don't cry. You make me cry.
I know, me too.
Oh, stop.
I finally remembered that we had the box hooked up today. You get one last applause.
You get one last applause.
Oh, we've had lots of tears and lots of laughter.
Yes, we have.
Together.
We absolutely have.
We have grown up together.
Thank
I don't know
you.
who Ann Bourne is, but she's our biggest fan tonight.
Yes, no, I know Ann from the choir world. Thank you so much, Ann, for tuning in.
Those choir people.
Those choir people. She knows. She totally knows.
She gets it.
So make a wish. Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
But
never do.
I have lots of wishes for you this year and years going on. But my biggest wish is that I get to see you in person this year out in Denver.
We will make it happen.
Yeah,
or
Ron
I
and I
will
are already
come
talking about it, how to get out there.
Road trip.
Yay.
Road trip.
Road
Totally.
trip.
Yeah, no, last time I went through there, it was really fun. That's a whole other story. You know.
Oh, yeah. We
got
had
to Denver, and then my windshield exploded in Denver about 10 miles from her house. So I had to stay there an extra day while I got my windshield fixed. Yay! It was fun.
What happened? I have pictures from that, too, somewhere. I will.
That was quite something. Yeah. So, friends.
When the children all met each other.
It was great. Thank you so much for being part of tonight's special birthday celebration.
Thank you,
and
everybody.
The other crazy thing to tell you is this. So next week is our second anniversary show.
Yay.
Exactly 1 week from tonight, right here in this space. It's going to be Dan and me and a bunch of special guests and a video retrospective and lots of fun stuff. So it'll be a mega show. Hope all of you can tune in. Please hit subscribe on your YouTube. I would so appreciate that. And Laura, I hope you have just a wonderful birthday. I love you so much.
Oh, I love you too.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday and good night, everybody.